Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the letter N with Glen Kellaway from the basement. Been watching this series hopefully for 10, 12 episodes now. We're up to the letter N, alphabetical, top 10 favorite songs, no repeat artist, you know the drill. We're just discussing off camera, and pretty good list I think on both of our parts. We don't know each other's list, but we're happy with what we've chosen. Glenn, how's it going today?
It is going really good, Rich. I'm a happy man. It's Friday, long weekend in Canada. Not that it matters to me. Every day's a long weekend, but it matters
Yeah,
to the people who are working.
exactly. You
Yeah.
suckers out there.
Yeah.
We're living the dream all day,
Yeah.
24 hours of freedom, do what we want.
I know.
Isn't
Yeah.
that great?
Yeah. Let's hurry this up. I got to have a nap.
Exactly. I'm fading as we speak. All right, the letter N. Glenn's going to do his 10, 9, and 8. I'll repeat, and then we'll work our way to the top. Let's go.
Okay. Let me adjust my camera so I look real good.
Yep.
Okay. Number 10, Buffalo Springfield. What a great album this is.
Yeah.
The first Buffalo Springfield album. Nowadays, Clancy can't even sing.
Perfect.
Love that song. This is such a great album. So that was Richie Furay, I think, was kind of the lead guy. And Stephen Stills wrote the song. Him and Richie kind of share the vocals in it. But nowadays, Clancy can't even sing. Number 10. Number 9. I believe it's on the American Woman album. Let's go Canadian on this. The Guess Who. No Sugar Tonight / New Mother Nature. No sugar
Okay.
tonight. My coffee, no sugar tonight. Was that a hit in the States? You know, are you
Yes, it
familiar with
was.
that?
It was. It was a big hit.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
The Guess Who also had No Time.
No Time was another one I thought of off
Another
the
one.
same
They
album.
were both hits. Both hits for the Guess Who.
Yeah. And number 8, an album that I think is just brilliant. Gene Clark was in the Byrds solo album, No Other. This album is just one of those albums like Astro Weeks and albums like that just seem to take a life of their own and have their own kind of mood. And the title track, No Other.
Yep.
If you've not heard Gene Clark's No Other album, do yourself a favor.
I do have it. Somebody recommended it, and it was well worth the purchase.
Oh, it's a great album.
Yeah. 3 great ones. I love those Guess Who songs, by the way. That's my teen years or adolescence anyway. Good stuff. All right. And number 10 for me from Harvest, The Needle and the Damage Done, Mr. Neil Young.
Oh, now I forgot about that one, but it's funny I forgot about it because I got one coming up that it's going to tie in.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Always liked it. Number 9, The Stones off of Beggar's Banquet, No Expectations. Great slide guitar work there by Brian Jones, I believe. And a great vocal by Mick.
It might have been Brian Jones's last performance on a Stones
I think
record.
I did see that, yeah. And what a performance. That's a great song.
It is.
Number 8, title track, Nebraska by Bruce Springsteen.
Thought about that one.
Real stark, bare bones.
One of those albums that just has a certain mood to it. Like
it's right? Moody. It's about really the Nebraska reminds you of that Charles Starkweather murder case.
Mm-hmm.
A spree across the Midwest there. Album. Great song.
Amazing album. Okay, now we're going with number
7.
I'm pulling the prog out. One of my favorite prog bands, Caravan. Great album cover. Amazing album, In the Land of Gray and Pink. There's a song on side 2 called what's it called? "9 Feet Underground."
There you go.
22 minutes long.
Wow.
Keyboard and the guitar and good vocals. Just a great track. Anyway, this is an amazing album. 9 Feet Underground, Caravan. Number 6.
Yep.
Allman Brothers. Off of a great Allman Brothers album that doesn't get a lot of love, but it should. Where It All Begins. Great frickin' album. There's a song on here called No One to Run With Anymore. I don't know if you know the track.
Don't know it.
It's got a Bo Diddley beat to it. And then it's all just Greg Allman singing about, where all his old friends go, or no one to run around with anymore and cause shit. And it's just a great song. This is an excellent album if you haven't heard it.
What year did that album come out? That's obviously later.
Well, it's got Warren Hayes is on it.
Yeah.
It's probably late 80s or early 90s, probably.
I'll check that out.
Fantastic record.
Love the Allman Brothers.
Okay, so you had Needle and the Damage Done.
Yes.
I have become a fan of this artist I'm going to talk about here, like become one of my favorite artists of all time. I ignored him for years, knew the name. I saw Neil Young 10 years ago, and he talked about this artist almost throughout his whole show. He kept saying, you got to hear this. Bert Jansch, the name Bert Jansch, who was in Pentangle. Yep. Amazing acoustic guitar player. And he was a big influence on Neil Young. And Neil, all through the concert, said, you got to listen to this guy. I just listen to him playing guitar. Acoustic. Neil Young's acoustic playing owes a lot to him. Anyway, Bert Jansch, I bought this box, this 8 CD set. So that's why I'm showing it. Bert Jansch at BBC. And he had a song on his first album or second album called Needle of Death, which is about a friend dying of a drug overdose. And very similar to Needle and the Damage Done. And I get the feeling that influenced Neil. I know his main influence was his friend dying, but I get the feeling he'd heard this song before he wrote that one.
Very good.
Excellent song. Needle of Death.
Bert Jansch. Needle songs in the podcast here.
Yes. And do I have one more to go?
Nah, well, that was 5, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. My number 7. Never Going Back Again off Rumors.
Oh, great song.
Lindsey Buckingham, that finger picking style. Fantastic song.
I love this playing in that song.
Yeah. Number 6. Seems like we're going to Bob Dylan a lot, but he's got a lot of songs. Not Dark Yet.
Oh, how did I forget that?
This is one of my favorite Dylan songs.
Me too.
Off of the great Time Out of Mind. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there.
Totally forgot that one.
Yeah.
That's my bite me in the ass song for the week.
And my number 5, Token Beatles, Nowhere Man off of Rubber Soul.
Great song.
Just a phenomenal song. Probably in my top 5 Beatles songs for sure.
Yeah. Incredible. Number 4. Right. Paul McCartney, Band on the Run. 1984.
Yeah.
85 or 84? What is it? 1985.
1985, yeah.
I love that. Such a catchy track.
1985.
Off an album that's an amazing album.
Yes.
Never gets old. Band on the Run. Number 4. That was number 4. Number 3. Led Zeppelin Presence. Nobody's fault but mine.
Wow.
Love that track. Number 2. Of course, Rich just had it. Nowhere Man.
Nice.
Again, one of my favorite Beatles songs too. Just a great song from John. Fantastic song. Off an incredible album.
No doubt about it. All right.
We matched on 1 so far.
That might be the only one, but no, there might be one more.
We'll see. Might be.
Number 4 for me. This is off a little box set of CDs by the Moody Blues. It's, I think, their signature song, Nights in White Satin. I like Justin Hayward. Justin Hayward's a great singer, great band. Time Traveler. This has all the Moody Blues stuff in it if you haven't picked that one up. Number 3, The band, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down.
Oh, great pick.
Yeah, this is Lee Von Helm and the
Unless
boys.
you're picking Joan Baez's version, and then it's
No,
not so.
I'm not. This is the authentic version right here.
There it is.
Number 2, U2 off the War album, New Year's Day.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those anthems, All Is Quiet on New Year's Day, Under a Blood Red Sky, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
Political song.
I was going to bring something. Moody Blues, so it's Nights on White Satin. That album, the album's called Nights on White Satin, right?
No, it's called
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past.
I would love to hear that album without the orchestra. I would love to hear just the Moody Blues playing that album, all the songs in that album with just guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards.
Yeah. That would be cool.
A stripped down Days of Future Past would be right up my alley because it's so many great songs on that album, but too much orchestra.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
It's
I like the spoken word part at the end of Nights in White Satin. Breathe, deep, the gathering gloom. I like that, all that stuff.
You know? Yeah. They were good at all that stuff.
Yeah.
Number 1, you mentioned it, so we're gonna match 2 this week. I'm sorry, but it's just a freaking killer track. Is No Expectations.
Oh, good.
Like you mentioned, Brian Jones's swan song with the Stones, and it's one of my favorite Stones songs, and just an amazing song.
Yeah.
One of my top 50 favorite songs that are in my top 10.
I understand that. All right, number 1 for me, this is a personal pick because I like this artist and I like this particular album and I love this song. Title track, Night Moves, Bob Seger.
Oh, yeah.
Just a great reminiscing kind of song, growing up and
his best album too, as far as
A Girl in the Back Seat and Under the Moon and all that outdoor. I'm trying to think of a lyric off the top of my head.
Great track.
You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Learning on the fly about sex, and
I'm always looking for that album in the used bins, but the only thing I ever see is Seeger's Greatest Hits. I very rarely see that CD.
Yeah, this is the one. This is his best album.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do like a couple of the others that were around this era, but this is 9 songs. They're all fantastic.
Oh. I was afraid you were going to pick the No-No song by Ringo Starr. As you remember.
No, that didn't even place in the honorable mention. But, I did have No Time as my one of my honorable mentions, and No Sugar Tonight. I like the song that Eric Clapton's off his Journeyman album called No Alibis. Great song.
Oh, great song. Great song.
And, you know, even though he's more middle of the road, Billy Joel's New York State of Mind is a great song.
Oh, that's another great one, too. I forgot about that. And I was thinking about Elvis Costello's first album, too, No Dancing.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch.
Yeah. And Frank Zappa, Nanook Rubs It.
Don't know that one.
Yeah.
But you would. You got the Zappa hat.
Careful where the Huskies go and don't you eat the yellow snow. It's off of that song.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that wraps up the ends. Another good letter. We're going to be back with O early next week. That'll be a challenge.
Oh, not the O's. We got a lot of O's, you think?
I don't know.
How many times are going to start with old, the word old?
Yeah, you'll see some old in there. What else? I'm not going to give anything away. I have my my 10. There's some killers
yet for O's. I got to start.
There's some good ones. Usually those ones that start with the vowels throw me off, but
yeah.
Take a shot at it.
What other words start with O besides old?
Well, there's a song. How about on?
On, the word on. Okay.
Over, out.
Over. There we go. Okay, there are some words.
One, the number 1.
On. There we go. Okay, we're good.
So you're going to be good. There's a bunch.
Yeah.
That's just a teaser. Make sure you watch O. Comment on N. Go back and watch our old episodes if you haven't checked them out yet.
You know, this is like watching Sesame Streets for adults.
That's right.
That series.
We love when you play along and throw the songs in that we haven't covered.
Yeah, you got two grumpy guys. We could both be that guy in that crowd with that guy. That's perfect.
So, thank you all for checking out the video. Subscribe to Glen Kellaway from the Basement, We'll be back with O. Thanks again. Take care, and we'll see you on the
Thank you,
flip
Rich.
side.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.